When you dream of Maui, Hawaii, this is probably what you see. But I'm here to tell you, you have other things to add to those dreams. Maui food trucks are the best in the Pacific because they have access to the freshest ingredients possible. From freshly caught fish in the waters off of Maui, to vegetables and fruits just harvested down or up the road. You won't find a selection of fresh food and local talented chefs anywhere else. And better yet, there's a good chance you'll talk directly to the chef when you order. Maui food trucks are a great way to support local. On top of that, the cost of food in Hawaii is very high. And typically, gourmet options come at gourmet prices. But when it comes to Maui food trucks, you get quality food without racking up a hefty tab. And now, I'm convinced that the best food in Maui isn't actually at the restaurants. It's at the food trucks. And how do I know that, you may ask? Because I've eaten at literally every single food truck here on the island to make this video for you here today. And there are new food trucks popping up every month here on Maui. They're seriously everywhere. So, who's the best? Now, before we get to that, let me introduce myself. My name is Blake, aka BKR, and I'm a local photographer and videographer born and raised right here in the beautiful island that I call home, Maui, Hawaii. Now, if you're interested, if you want to book me for a photo shoot, a video shoot, maybe you're on your honeymoon, maybe you're getting married here in the future, maybe you just want some photos for you and your family during your vacation trip to Maui, I will have more information on how to book me or someone on my team in the description of this video. So first off, I'm gonna take you to the food trucks closest to the airport if you're landing in Kahului Airport, which is our main airport here in Maui. So this first stop is for some poke. Now my favorite food truck on the island that specializes in poke, more specifically, they have creative ways that they do poke. They do a fried poke that is absolutely incredible, and they also do a poke nachos. I mean, poke nachos, it's amazing. So if you just get off the plane, you're like, I'm in the mood for some fish, I'm in the mood for some poke, this is the place to go. Just visit Like Poke. It's only about 15 minutes from the airport. It's located in Wailuku.
So good. That's so good.
Are you in the mood for Thai food? Well, lucky for you, my very favorite Thai restaurant isn't actually a restaurant, it's a food truck. And there's one located just like 2 minutes from the airport. Right by the Costco there's a huge food truck court. And also this place, Tie Me Up, isn't only located at the airport. They have a brand new location in Kihei, as well as they have one in Upcountry Maui in Kula. So if you're visiting Upcountry Maui, if you're in Kihei, or if you're in Kahului, there's Thai food near you. Now my favorite things from Tie Me Up is going to be the drunken noodles and the pad thai. Now right next door to the food truck court where the Tie Me Up is, right by the Costco, there's another food truck court, and one of my favorite food trucks. If you're feeling like noodles, if you like ramen, if you like garlic noodles, this is the spot. They also do fresh steam buns daily, and I don't know about you, but I feel like the best kind of buns are the steam buns. Also, if you want to build your own ramen and you want ramen, the ramen is phenomenal. You can pick what kind of noodles you want, what kind of broth, what kind of protein, and you can pick whatever toppings you want as well. But my go-to, my favorite thing on the menu, and what is also his best seller, is going to be his crispy garlic fried noodles.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I kid you not, I had the best grilled cheese sandwich in my life at this food truck, which is literally in the same food truck court as the North Shore Noodle Bar, and you're gonna find my favorite grilled cheese in all of Hawaii, not just Maui. You're gonna find that two cheesy guys. And if you're feeling like Pog, maybe you get right off that plane, and if you know what Pog is, passion orange guava, it's a staple here in Hawaii. It's our staple juice. They have a frosty Pog that they mix with some ice cream, and it's the perfect drink to cool you down on a hot day. Every grilled cheese that they have is like fantastic, but my favorite is gonna be the pastrami milk. Now this next spot is awesome. It's located in the historic Makawao town in Upcountry Maui. We're heading to Satori. Now the best way for me to explain Satori, it is a farm to table sushi restaurant. Not a restaurant, it's a food truck, but like the food, you will never imagine it ever came from a food truck, because it is the best sushi hand rolls I have ever had. All of the hand rolls are so unique. There was even a hand roll where he put some dragon fruit in it. The man is an artist. and I respect his love for making sushi. They have a sushi bowl that is absolutely incredible. They have poke on Mondays. The whole place where Satori is located as well is very cool too. There's this huge tree in the middle, it's nice and shaded. Some nights they even have live music. So if you're in the mood for some fresh fish, some fresh ingredients, maybe you want some miso soup, I highly recommend Satori Maui. And if you go and visit, if it's just a couple of you, I recommend going to the sushi bar itself because you can talk to the chef himself right there and he's a really cool dude. Now we're headed to where probably most of you are staying. We're headed to my hometown of Lahaina. So if you're staying in Kapalua, Napili, Kahana, Ka'anapali, Lahaina itself, well, guess what? The very best food truck on the entire island, in my opinion, is located in Lahaina. And that food truck is Merienda. I don't know how they pack so much flavor into every single thing on their menu, but they have my favorite beef taco I've ever had in my entire life. They have my favorite chicken sandwich that I've ever had in my entire life. They have my favorite fries, their umami fries that I've ever had. That Thai beef taco just blows my mind every single time. I've even met with the chef and he told me how he makes some of these things, and I can't say it on this video because it's a secret, but let me tell you, this man is brilliant. I feel so lucky and blessed that I have this food truck close to my home. It's very easy to find too, so if you're visiting Lahaina at any point during your visit, it's gonna be in that food truck court right by the Safeway in Lahaina.
Best beef taco I've ever had.
And also in that same food truck court, I've actually featured these guys on a previous video, but I gotta feature them again. It's Earth Aloha Eats. Now, if you're on a plant-based diet, and even if you're not on a plant-based diet, every single thing on this menu will blow your mind because I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. When you're eating those fish tacos, when you're having their pulled pork, when you're having anything on their menu like their chicken sandwich, when you bite into it, it doesn't make sense that it's not real chicken, that it's not real fish, because it tastes so phenomenal. I don't have one thing on their menu that is my favorite because everything on their menu is my favorite. And lucky for you, they have 2 locations on the island. They have one right by Merienda, or where 2 Cheesy Guys and the North Shore Noodle Bar are located right by the Costco. All right, it's time for some local food. Just up the hill from Merienda and Earth Aloha Eats, you're gonna find one of my favorite local food trucks on the entire island, where you can find my favorite chicken katsu in all of Hawaii and my favorite chow fun in all of Hawaii, and that is gonna be found at Edge Maui. If you haven't had chow fun, it is a staple here in Hawaii. It is dry fried beef noodles, and just like it sounds, it's amazing. And the way Edge Maui does it has so much flavor. And if you haven't had chicken katsu before, it is usually my go-to plate lunch that I order whenever I have dinner or lunch. Whenever my wife asks me, what do you want for lunch? I'm usually like, chicken katsu or maybe chow fun. And these guys have my favorite chow fun and chicken katsu. And now for one of my other favorite local grind spots is gonna be the Soriano Grinds. At this local Filipino food truck, you can find my favorite salmon dynamite and pork belly on the island. And also, if you're like me and you have a sweet tooth and you love halo halo, the Soriano Grinds has my favorite halo halo on the island. I highly recommend the Soriano Grinds, and it's very easy to find. It's right on Lahaina Luna Road, right by the Shell gas station. You in the mood for some local dessert? The best mochi in all of Hawaii, freshly made mochi, is located right here in Lahaina. It's gonna be found at D's Poi Mochi. Auntie D makes the best poi mochi, the best ube mochi that I've ever had. If you want a true local dessert and you love mochi, you cannot miss visiting Auntie D's Poi Mochi. It's located right off our main highway as well, right behind the Chevron. There's a little food truck court right by the Chevron there in Lahaina town, and it's also very cost effective. So if you're on a budget and you have a sweet tooth, this is the spot to go. Okay, maybe you want something healthy. Maybe you're feeling like, you know what, Blake? I want some fruits, I want a smoothie, I want some fresh local fruits rather. So if you want the best acai bowl in all of Maui, you can find that at Buyables. Now, if you haven't had an acai bowl before, this is the place to go because all of their ingredients, all their fruits, everything that they use, at least what they can get local, is local. An acai bowl is basically just like a smoothie bowl with a bunch of yummy things on top. It is located right by the Maui gyms in Lahaina. Now this one's a little bit harder to find because you can easily pass by it. It's right by the Maui gyms and the Maria Lanakila Church in Lahaina. And there's a bunch of other food trucks there as well. And one of those other food trucks is my favorite the best tacos in all of Maui. Now I've done polls, I've asked all my friends and family, where are the best tacos in Maui? And 9 times out of 10, everyone says this place, Las Islitas. Now I don't think any other Mexican food trucks on Maui can compete with these guys' tacos. They fry the tacos with a bunch of cheese, you dip them in the birria, you eat it, and you are instantly in heaven. Now, I don't even have one thing that I order off the menu. I only ever order tacos there, and I usually just get one of everything because everything is just that good. Now, this next spot, I've actually already featured them in a previous video as well. Now, this video couldn't possibly be the best food trucks video without these people. Ono Tacos. While Las Islitas is home to my favorite tacos on the island, Ono Tacos is home to my favorite burritos on the island, and specifically their shrimp burrito. And my wife and I have tried every single shrimp burrito on this island to see if we can find a better one than Ono Tacos, and we failed to do that. Sometimes I mix it up and I do a steak and shrimp, which isn't actually on the menu itself. You just have to ask for it, a little secret for you all. But if you're in the mood for a burrito, check out Ono Tacos. It's right off the main highway as well. It's in that same parking area as the subway in Lahaina. So for all of you that are staying in Kihei, in Wailea, in South Maui, well, lucky for you, the best fish taco in all of Maui is there, and that is going to be found at the South Maui Fish Company. Now, I've never had a better fish taco than these guys. Now, a lot of people in Hawaii advertise fresh fish, and sometimes I just don't believe it. But these guys, I do, because they have a policy that I absolutely love. So if their local fishermen don't bring them fresh fish, instead of opening up and using, like some previous frozen fish or some day old or 2-day, week old fish, they say, you know what? We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna stay closed. They only open if they have fresh fish. And in every single bite of this glorious fish taco, you can taste that freshness of the fish caught off right off the shores of Maui here. And surprisingly enough, I've also had the best mac salad I've ever had. They have this marlin mac salad. If I could give it 11 out of 10, trust me, I would. But it is an absolute 10 out of 10. I never knew mac salad could get that good. I never thought that I would have the best sandwich in my entire life on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. But guess what? I did. I had the best sandwich I've ever had. And you can find that at El Carrito Maui. Now, this Argentinian food truck just surprised me so much. Not just because they use fresh locally made bread or all fresh local ingredients, or that they just make their own sausage in-house for all their sandwiches. Whatever magic they had to do to make a sandwich this tasty, I was just caught off guard by how delicious and how ono the sandwiches these guys make. I never knew Argentinian food was this good. Now I'm contemplating taking a trip to Argentina because they might just have some of my favorite food ever. This sandwich, the lomito sandwich that I had with the ribeye steak, with the ham, the Swiss cheese, the lettuce, the fried egg, and the aioli was just, I'm still thinking about it to this day. I need to make a trip back over there and just, it would be dangerous if I lived in Kihei because I would be here every single day. El Carrito is located in this brand new food truck court that is by far my favorite food truck court on the island because it is absolutely beautiful. It is just surrounded by nature and trees. And one thing that they have, which I think more food truck courts need on the island, is shade. And also that Tie Me Up, that Thai food place we mentioned earlier, is also located in this food truck court. And better yet, if you want my favorite acai bowl in Kihei, it's going to be found in the same exact food truck court at Sweet Hula. Now, Sweet Hula is a lot like Biables, where they use all fresh local ingredients, at least what they're able to actually get. And especially in a hot place like Kihei, an acai bowl many days out of the year is the move. So if you want a flavor-packed, vitamin-packed, healthy acai bowl, Sweet Hula is the place to go. Now, this next place caught me and my wife by surprise more than any other food truck on this video. Now, this brand new food truck located in the same place as all these other Kihei food trucks is home to my favorite plant-based comfort food. They have my favorite mac and cheese I have personally ever had in my entire life. And guess what? It's a vegan mac and cheese. But this food truck has changed the game. And that food truck is Papio's place.
That's literally the best mac and cheese. I'm not kidding. You gotta try it. It's so good.
If you also want the best Cali style burrito, you know, the burrito with the french fries and the steak, but this place actually isn't steak, but it tastes like steak.
That's like incredible.
Now last, but 100,000,000% not least, my runner-up for my favorite food truck on the entire island of Maui is going to be Kitoko Maui. Now, this place, I don't even know if you can consider it a food truck because technically it is one, but the food that comes out of it is like food at a fine dining restaurant. So if you love seafood, you want some fresh seafood, if you're in the mood for some freshly local caught lobster, if you love ceviche, if you love shrimp, if you love anything with fishies, it is the best. And Kitoko Maui is located on the same block as our previous Kihei food truck court. And I kid you not, you're not gonna find the best ceviche at a restaurant or at a fine dining restaurant in Maui. We're gonna spend hundreds of dollars on your bill. You're gonna find it at a food truck. You're gonna find that best ceviche, that best lobster at Kitoko. And the atmosphere at this food truck is breathtaking. My wife and I loved it so much that we went back twice in the same week. We went during the day for lunch for ceviche, and we went again at night when they had live music, and we got this beautiful seafood platter. But like, look at all the food you get. This is crazy. And again, if you're visiting Maui and you're interested in doing a photo shoot or video shoot with me or someone on my team, maybe it's you and your family visiting Maui, maybe you're getting married here in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll have more information on how you can get in touch with me in the description of this video. Also, like I said, you don't need to subscribe to this channel. You don't need to like this video, even unsubscribe if you're subscribed. I really don't care. What I care about is that you use Reef-safe sunscreen when you visit the island of Maui, because any other sunscreen is actually illegal. So please do me that favor. Only use Reef-safe sunscreen when you visit Maui. Mahalo for your time. Aloha for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Shoot!